I guess can you just go into the decision to part with Mike?
Yeah, just over the course of the few days, obviously with just got a lot of inquiries about his availability from some teams, and just talking with Mike, just felt like it would be in everyone's best interest for him to pursue those opportunities. So he's going to be fine.
So clearly you guys didn't want to keep him though. If someone comes to you and says, we want you to be the coach, you'd hope the Jets would say, no way, we want you to stay here. Right?
Yeah, no, but I always try to do right by people. And like I said, he had options, and there was a lot of discussion over the last 3 days. And you guys know I love Mike, I love his family, all that good stuff. And, if it was something that he wanted to pursue, and we just gave him the ability to go do that.
Are there any other staff changes?
We've also moved on from John, our O-line coach. Not going to get into details on that one. Love John. He's been coaching in this league for a very long time. I've been with him for a very long time. Just wanted to go in a different direction.
Robert, the narrative out there that ownership exerted pressure on you to remove Mike or part with Mike. Can you comment on that?
Yeah. The obvious thing, I think sometimes we get caught up on narrative. There's 32 owners in this league. They have every right to ask questions and challenge thought and have all the discussions that they want. That happens in every building. But at the end of the day, Woody gives us full autonomy with regards to decision making. That's Joe and I included, and he's completely supportive of any decision that we make.
Robert, did you think that in the big picture, in order to make progress on offense, that change needed to be made with Mike?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not just one person. We got to get our O-line fixed. We got to get more consistency out of quarterback play. We've got to get better in terms of we're young at receiver, so they'll be a year older. It'll be better. Get Brees back. Add to it. Get healthy. So it's never one person's fault, and I'll still stand by that. We were 14th in the NFL in scoring when Brees and AVT were on the field, and it just kind of disintegrated from there. But there's a lot of promise with that group. We're going to, like I said, we'll get healthy. We'll continue to add, and really excited to see the direction that it can go.
Robert, there was a lot of criticism with Jeff in his first year with you guys. Off season, you ended up infusing the defensive side of the ball with talent. You stayed healthy, and you guys had a top 5 unit. Mike never really got afforded that opportunity. So what made you decide with Jeff, we're going to stick with this, we're going to see it through, I hired him, I believe in him, let's go, to we're going to mutually agree to part ways with an offense that conceivably you think would work if you had players that stayed healthy? Yeah,
for sure. Different circumstances. I don't think Brick had options. And not that I would... It's very different circumstances in those where the discussions over the last 3 days with Mike were different than the discussions with Zach.
How so? Because I guess when you talk about options, right? Because you guys keep saying the options. He is an offensive coordinator for an NFL team. He's calling plays. I mean, you would think that if there's other options, the only way that it would be better is if it's a head coaching job, which I assume he's probably not going to get, or a lateral move where he's going to go somewhere else and call plays as well. I mean, is it a lateral move? I mean, what are the options?
Fair question. I'm not going to get into details of what all that was, but he'll be fine.
Robert, when I look at the offensive coordinator opening, I say, you don't know who your quarterback is realistically. You guys are entering year 3, which is probably going to be a make or break year for this coaching staff. It's not. I don't think it's the most appealing job in the world. Why is it appealing for these candidates?
Well, I can give a sales pitch, right? We do have a top 5 defense. Pretty sure 90% of them are coming back, and hopefully it's 100%. Obviously, the free agency has to do with some of that, and we've got a really, really, really good young group of skill guys. When you think about Brees and Michael Carter and Garrett and Elijah Moore, and you talk about the vets that we have, Corey Davis and Mims, and talk the 2 tight ends, Conklin and Uzama. Like we've got a really, really good core group of guys, and So we're gonna attack the heck out of our O-line with regards to getting healthy and adding to it, and we are gonna be aggressive as heck when it comes to quarterback play, and making sure that we do everything we can to satisfy that position. And do I want to be as arrogant as to say I think this is plug and play where we're gonna get better? When you can run the ball, you got good special teams, and you have a top 5 defense, you're supposed to be in the playoffs. And I think that we'll be able to continue on the trajectory that we had been going on. We won 4 our first year, got to 7 this year. Could have been more if we could have just stayed a little bit healthier. But I'm very confident that we can get everything done.
So what do you mean aggressive? You said aggressive to address the quarterback position. What do you mean by that?
That's where it becomes a Joe question.
Are you coming down tomorrow?
Probably not.
Obviously, you came here wanting to run the scheme that you did in San Francisco. I mean, how open are you to finding a coordinator that doesn't have, ties to?
Yeah, we're casting a wide net. It's I'm not looking for a particular scheme per se. There's a lot of things that I'm going to learn over the next month, and just want to make sure that we do everything we can. There's a philosophical fit that we're looking for, as well as an understanding of what we're trying to get done and how to utilize our players. Quarterback, obviously, is going to be a big part of it, and so there's a lot of things I feel like I'm going to learn over the next month, and scheme is not necessarily the focal point.
Take a couple more. Will the new coordinator have a say in what you guys do at quarterback?
Absolutely.
Well, what about the coaching from that standpoint? Will the new coordinator, the running back coach, quarterbacks coach, or is that?
Yeah, our receiver job is open, O-line, but I love the guys that we have on our staff. Ron Middleton and Taylor Embry, they do a phenomenal job. Rob Calabrese is young and he's getting better every week. Our QCs, Ben Wilkerson's the assistant O-line coach. They all do a phenomenal job, and so they're. But with regards to some of those main positions, I think there's some wiggle room in that, and with regards to that.
Priority, I know you talked about Greg Pappin, that situation. Are you still looking to possibly fill that role too as well?
For sure. Again, that'd be a situation depending on OC.
So you just clarify with Miles' situation. So you need to hire a wide receiver coach?
Yeah.
Okay, take one more.
How much of a challenge will it be for Zach? He's obviously got his own issues that he's going to have to go through this offseason, and now learning a new system.
It's going to be a big challenge, big challenge. It's going to be a big challenge for all our young receivers too, and so there's going to be a learning curve. But the good thing about the group that we have is they love this game, and I know they're going to work their tails off, and they've got, for the most part, a couple of years under their belts, and or 1 or 2 years, depending on who you talk to or which player you're talking about, and they'll be able to recall on some of that experience. But it's going to be a big OTA with regards to learning a new system. It's going to be even bigger in training camp, and just being in the top physical shape that we need to be in, so we can focus mentally, is going to be critical as we enter OTAs.